Hi, and welcome to episode 38 of Tennis Volley Talk with Brian Danielson. Hey, this week, what I'm talking about, a little bit of the still playing over in the China region. Shanghai, actually, they're playing right now. Today, congrats goes to Sebastian Korda, which is really actually starting to play good. That is Peter Korda's son, Sebastian. He ended up beating Ben Sheldon, the hard hitting serve of 147 miles an hour. He beat him in a three set. A couple of them went tiebreakers, I believe. But anyway, he did really play really good this today against Ben Sheldon. Two Americans going at it, and so America is well represented at this time in a lot of the tennis tournaments being held around the world for right now. Also, with that too. What's going to be happening through these next couple of months, November, December, and into January, first couple of weeks in January, into the last part of January, the tournaments will probably be starting to slow down, and players will kind of pick and choose what tournaments that they want to play in. Maybe not cut down a lot on the schedule that they have because they want to kind of save themselves then for the upcoming Australian Open tennis coming up in January. So, with that, they're going to be, doing that. So, with that in mind, today, kind of what I'm going to be doing is also kind of like letting you know some little tidbits on the Australian Open too. And also with that too, the Australian Open starts, when does it start here? Hold on here, let's see. Starts. Okay, it starts 2024. Okay. Okay, I will get that information here. When does the 2024 Okay, that is actually mid-January is when it starts. Goes from January 14th to the 28th of January. Usually it used to start about a week later and then run more into February. But they cut it a week earlier, and then that's when they'll have the 2 weeks. And ending at the end of January is when it will be 14th to the 28th is when they have that. But with that too in mind, what I'm going to be doing today, and also letting everybody know that if you YouTubers want to go to my YouTube channel and take a look and subscribe and make a comment, please do. Let me know if you like the racket of the day. And then racket of the day is for YouTubers also, but also it is also for you podcasters. If you do want to see what I'm talking about, you can always go to my YouTube channel and take a look at it, Tennis Volley Talk on YouTube, and then see what I'm talking about with the racket of the day for you YouTubers. But also with that too, I'm going to I have a few little some tidbits about the Australian Open that might like to hear a little bit, and with some of those facts of the Australian Open. One of the youngest women players that did win the title was Martina Hingis, and she was 16 years and 117 days old when she won that. They use approximately at the Australian Open. Anyone care to guess how many tennis balls they use? It's more than 10,000 and less than 60,000, but it's right around about 50,000 tennis balls is what they use during the Australian Open too, which is quite a bit. That would fill up almost a whole football stadium in a way. So yeah, good luck with that, huh? So that's a lot of balls. But then some of those, I'm sure they're going to be recycled and then used for youth and like use balls for teachers and stuff of that nature to be able to do that and give back to the community of tennis also with that. Now, the five youngest women, though, come to believe that won the U.S. Open. Number one, just not in chronological order, but just kind of in 1 to 5, is Steffi Graf. She was 19 years and 377 days old, and she was actually number one. Oh no, she was 19 years old, and then she held number one for 377 weeks is what Steffi Graf held number one. And she was a good player, and also she's the only woman that actually won the Golden Slam, where she ended up winning the Olympics in the same year, along with the 4 major titles: Australian, French Open, Wimbledon, and then the U.S. Open. Number 2 was Hannah Manlakova, and she was 18 years, 318 days when she ended up winning the Australian Open. And then followed by that was Margaret Court, and she was 17 years and 199 days. And then Monica Seles, she was 17 when she won her first Australian Open in 55 days, 17 years, 55 days. And then of course, the one of the youngest, that was Martina Hingis at 16 years old and 117 days with that. Now, along with that too, do want to remind you then, with all of you YouTubers, if you want to go to my channel, please do. I'm also in the works of a possibility. I'm going to be getting a over the phone interview with somebody back in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where I'm from, kind of bring me back to my roots in Tulsa. And that'll be a fun interview, and you'll be hearing that next week, hopefully. So I'm going to hopefully get more of the over the phone interviews done. And I hope that you do like those, because I really like doing them, because I can give you the insight of where I was when I was playing tennis back in those days too. So along with that too, some of the youngest men of all things of the winning the Australian Open too, you do have at not in chronological order, but here are 5 of the youngest men that ended up winning the Australian Open. One of those was Ken Rosewall, and he was 19 years and 76 days old when he won the Australian Open. And then there, number 2, that's Mats Wilander, and he was 19 years old and 111 days. And then also we have Novak Djokovic, and he was 20 years and 250 days old whenever he won the U.S. Open, or Australian Open, my bad. And then we have the number 5. Number 4 was Novak, and number 5 was John Brumwich. Played in the 30s, and then he was 21 years and 75 days. And also a surprising thing of whenever the first U.S. Open took place, or Australian Open, I have U.S. on the brain, but anyway, because that just ended a month ago or so. Last month. But anyway, Australian Open actually was first played whenever it first started and played actually on cricket grounds for the first Australian Open before they started moving it to the venues that they had. And then it's finally at the venue that they are at now with all the improvements. And I hear that it's one of the best tournaments by the players, that they really love going to Australia and playing in the Australian Open that way, though. But for you YouTubers, like I said, you if you can, please subscribe, like, and make a comment on what you do like about my podcast. I would look forward to it, and I would appreciate it. And please follow, by all means, follow. And then, with this, I do like, let me know about the racket of the day. And if you do like that, then please let me know that, because I would appreciate knowing if you do like that also. Racket of the day. But the goals, of course, then you podcasters, if you do want to see what I'm talking about with the racket of the day, that'll be coming up real quick here. If you do want to see that, please go to my YouTube channel, Tennis Volley Talk. Subscribe, like, or subscribe on the podcast venues that I'm on. Please subscribe that way. Make a comment, like, and subscribe in whatever you like hearing. And I like doing this. I like giving little tidbits of fact of tennis, some of the tournaments that go on. And also I do like showing the racket of the day of my many rackets that I have to show everybody here. So it's always nice to be able to do that. So today, with that, I'm going to give and show you the racket of the day. Now, this racket is called the Special. Now, of course, like I said, I keep referencing back. They did many different names for the rackets back in the day. And so, with that too, and this racket here also was made by the Narragansett Machine Company out of Providence, Rhode Island. Now, the Narragansett was actually also in Pawtucket, also Rhode Island. But they kind of moved over the years. Actually, the Narragansett Machine Company, it actually was founded in 1882 is when it was founded. But over the years, they did machine parts, they did lathe parts and stuff like that. And then probably in the 30s is whenever they started making wood rackets like this. And this is a very good wood racket here. I would say that this racket right here from that era is probably right around about the 1930s to probably 40ish, something like that. Kind of the bevel, the handle is kind of the little thin beveled here, right here. Very nice wood made. That is the Narragansett logo right there. With that, and then they also had different kind of logos. They had about 60 models of rackets that started out as it started out in a gymnasium where this company started out at, and then went to Providence, Rhode Island in 1889 to 1890. From 1890 to 1900 was in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Then 1900 to 1930 at Pawtucket, Woodlawn, Rhode Island. So that's whenever they started. When they moved there, that's when they started with the rackets that they started making and branding them under Narragansett Machine Company, built and doing that. So, like you YouTubers, if you do want to take a look at the racket here that I'm showing, please do go to my YouTube channel, Tennis Volley Talk, and subscribe, like, make a comment if you do like the racket of the day, because these are really nice old rackets that a lot of people that that they would not have a chance to see, that I like just showing them because I like it. And I love that game of tennis myself, even though I may not be playing that good right now, but I will hope to get back to my form whenever I can. So anyway, also with the YouTubers, please subscribe, follow, make a comment if you do like the racket of the day also. And please do follow. And you podcasters also, if you want to go ahead and follow also, please do make a comment if you do like racket of the day. And please, if you want to see it, go to my YouTube channel, Tennis Volley Talk. And you YouTubers, please subscribe, like, comment. Please let me know what you like. I like doing this. I want to know what you guys like. Please get back to me and let me know. I do appreciate it very much. And then also with that, around the country, people may still be able to be getting outside and playing. Here in Minnesota, it's starting to get a little cold, rainy, not too much good weather out there right now. Might have a day or two that might be good, but I think it's going to be going down. It's inside tennis for us. So everybody, if you can enjoy the outside tennis, please do. And please subscribe, like, and comment on my channel. I would appreciate it. And I do appreciate everybody that is a subscriber out there and has watched what I do. Please keep watching, and please subscribe if you can. I really do appreciate you guys watching and seeing what I do here, and wanting to. If you want to see more, please do make comments and subscribe and like. So everybody this week, have a good week playing tennis, and I do. I'll see you, I'll see you next week, and I will be talking about something else, and probably over a phone interview. And I hope to be getting that, and you'll hear that wherever I will do you'll hear the phone interview, and then I'll kind of let you know where my time in tennis was from who I'm talking to at that point. So everybody have a nice week, and I thank you very much, and thank you for watching Tennis Volley Talk. Have a nice week, everybody.